Hello everyone, it's Kay here on a lovely Sunday afternoon. I'm just here having had some time out and needing to do a bit of crafting because it gets you that way sometimes, and I came up with a little project, nothing new I hasten to add, and used decoupage papers and American cardstock and a wild orchid flower and came up with a lovely little wallet. I have done this before, but this time it's opening in a different direction. So if I show you, oh, it's not wanting to focus, here we go. If I show you the finished item before we go into how it actually came together and let you know it's strictly made from 3 envelopes, it might just intrigue you enough to feel that you'd like to give it a little go yourselves. I have just used a little die cut doily at the back here, a little wild orchid flower, some very cheap and cheerful trim just to pretty things up a little bit. This is the decoupage paper that I spoke of, and I bought it from a local store. This is it, and you get 6 sheets for 99 pence, which is an absolute bargain, because if all else fails it could also be used in for pages in journals or little tuck spots and that kind of thing, and it is just so easy to work with. I hadn't actually used this particular brand before, and I was quite taken with how it comes together, because if you look, it actually gives a kind of padded look to the envelope part, and it most certainly isn't. That's just the PVA glue on the cardstock underneath. I've fastened with a Velcro dot like so on either side, used a flat back pearl here just to anchor things down. I'll go in just a tad, won't I? Yes, just a little bit so that you can see. And it actually opens in this manner, not from side to side, but from top to bottom. And there are 3 pockets. That's not working. I'm going to have to go out, I think, just to get the full effect of it. There are 3 pockets, or 3 envelopes, and all I've done is adhered the decoupage paper. If I show you a pocket at a time, adhere the decoupage paper onto that back side of the envelope. The flap that would fold over then nestles into the back of the previous envelope, and so on and so forth, all the way up through, and then it's just decoration. But I'm hoping you'll see what I mean about that padded effect of the decoupage paper. It really is very, very lovely, but once you feel it and touch it, you can tell it is just the effect of the paper on the card. And then the back bit is just like so. I used American cardstock. I had to put this little bit across here because there was actually a join in the cardstock, but it doesn't look untoward in the great scheme of things, and it is the back side of the wallet, and then you just pop inside whatever you choose to. So in here I've got some little die cut cutouts and a couple of little ones here that I've bought a few weeks, months ago, I'd say actually a couple of months ago, and it just looks like raindrops in pools of water, but I did like that. And inside are a couple of the doilies. This is one of the decorated tea bags that I did a long time ago, and I've just put that into one pocket at the bottom here, just to fill that little space up nicely. In the next is just an ordinary tag with the lovely butterfly motif on the front. The string has been put together and held with 2 of the flat back little doodad things. If I bring it up closer you can see, and it works really, really nicely. And again, you can't fill the pockets too deeply because there is no spine separating the envelopes. It literally is just, you know, the fold of the envelopes that allows you to put a few little bits and pieces in. And then in the top pocket here are a couple of more tags. It's not decorated, so it could be utilised to decorate yourself. And in there are the makings to make one of the paper, two of the paper tassels with the bead caps, a couple of beads here in the corner, a little bit of jewellery wire. So all you'd have to do is have a look at the dangle on the side of the journal here, and you may well just want to put something like I have, some flat back pearls, just to finish up the decoration. But it is really, really sweet, and those were made from Marianne dye. Here's another one that I made. I'm quite taken with them, and it actually, because the little dangly bits here are almost zigzagged like rickrack would be, it does look like faux leather when you look at it from a distance. And I've just used some ribbon here to decorate a bit more, but they're ideal. Here's another one, but I've used a larger bling around the top area. But you'll see it's double-sided papers, so you don't get any plainness involved. They actually come out quite securely, and I used a quilling gizmo just to roll the papers up really, really tightly, because you don't, if you're going to put a bead cap on the top and then follow on with other beads, you do need everything to be quite secure so that it doesn't unravel at the wrong moment and all fall apart. So that little gizmo, it's just a tiny little vented area. If I put it over my nail, you'll see, and you just slot your paper into that and then roll, and it just carries on and makes a lovely little area like this. I've used 2 of the cutouts for each dingle dangle, but I think they're super, super pretty, and I will go on to make more, especially with Christmas coming, because it's nice to be able to decorate things and share things. Again, another little lovely little something that could go into a rack and costs very, very little in truth to put together. Great fun. Again, it's not a new thing, it's been out a long, long time, but now there are dies if you have trouble with dexterity and you just want something that's pre-structured for you. It is a great thing to have. I'll show you the dies that came last week, and I got them on eBay, and you know, there are other places clearly that you can buy these kind of things from, but I've only used the larger die. I haven't used the smaller one as yet, and all I do is cut out 2, overlap them so that there's no gap, and then roll to give a really fulsome tassel appearance. So if you're interested, that's another thing perhaps to add to your stash. But what I'd like to do is offer this completed project up as a giveaway to my subscribers, and all you need to do to be considered for the winning is to send it to me or something like that underneath the video, and I will do a draw next week and get it sent out to whoever is drawn. So I thank you as always for sharing this time with me. I hope you feel inspired, and if you see these decoupage papers out and about and think, oh well, they're quite flimsy, you can see here and now that they're actually really, really nice to work with. So as I say, happy crafting everyone. Thank you for sharing this time with me, and I shall look forward to seeing who would be interested in having this little project sent to their homes. Bye bye for now everyone, take care.